I've waited my whole life. I've waited my whole 2 years for this. And this episode is just for you, courtesy of every single person that helped me to make it happen. We are finally at 1,000 subscribers. We are finally there, and it's up from here. And right on time for I'm doing this just for you. Here is my 300th video uploaded to YouTube just for you. Today, we're getting into all the bullshit about Diddy Combs. Holla at your boy.
First of all, sir, with so many allegations continuing to come out, we were hoping that you would, kind of address us to let us know what's going on. Like, I mean, you good?
Oh, y'all think this meeting is for me? No, this meeting is not for me. It's for y'all.
Whoa, hey, look, man, this is a cute little check and everything, but I ain't accused of fucking nobody. I'm trying to help save your career.
I'm doing fine.
Can we at least put a positive spin on all this? I'm thinking of a new TV series, Making a Band, B-A-N. We're gonna get you, Bill Cosby, and get R. Kelly to like zoom in for his episodes.
Whose phone is that?
Oh, I don't know whose phone it is, but it's right there in front of your desk. Go ahead, grab it.
Answer it.
I don't want to do that because this is looking important. I don't know whose phone this is. Okay. Hello?
Have you ever been swallowed up? You can take it once. Come on. Let's go with it.
You might want to take this one.
Throw that phone out of my office.
Oh, Puff, relax. I'm not going to throw the phone. We know it's yours. Like, we don't care, man.
Throw the phone out of my office.
So you mean you break the phone? You got to email him.
Throw that fucking phone out of my office.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
All right, what you got for me? Relationship talk. Let me see. I can't see. Relationship talk with G's.
How are you?
I almost read that as G-Easy.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Hey, G's.
Huh?
Yeah, we can't be like too long. We got two more topics to get through, so just kind of wrap it up a little bit for me, please.
I got you. So my thing was, excuse me, I know I can be a little long, but I work on that. My thing was, how can we as adults work together and problem solve and solution? So that was my biggest test, and that job pretty much saved my life.
All right, that was kind of like a hard ending there. I thought he was going to kind of smooth it out. It kind of made it awkward for me as a moderator. Like,
Wait a minute.
how do I come back and say it like that? Like when Mark told this story earlier. I'm like,
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. You couldn't wrap it up no better, boy. He said wrap it up. He came in hot. Over to wrap it up, I got you. Bam.
He was looking kinda dumb.
He really did. He really did.
Y'all are crazy. I wish you time me because these bitches are crazy. Like, my friend is crazy. Like,
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the chaos.
With his finger and his thumb in.
What's going on? I got some questions for y'all.
but this is crazy.
Hold on, guys. Not yet.
Well, the years start coming and they.
What you got going on, man?
I didn't even like this topic right here.
Everything the girls used to do,
Niggas going down.
Put bitches' windows, light their bitches' tires. Anyway, what's up, man? What's the topic, man? What y'all talking about, man?
It's right there pinned up.
He wanna know if she got a price.
Is a bluebird blue?
You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow.
My question was basically, how much dick have y'all turned down? Y'all said a lot. So basically, by y'all saying that, just like women aren't dickmatized, men ain't pussy whipped.
Being for pussy really was reserved for a higher level of men because time is so valuable. See, poor people don't care.
Let me tell you something. A woman gonna make time for what she chooses to make time for. I don't give a fuck what these women say. She can have 4, 5, 6, 7 kids. I had a chick one time, right? She had 2 kids. I liked her, and she had nothing but time in the world. And her own fucking sister basically telling me, yo, leave this chick alone. Bounce on that. You know, I shouldn't do this against my sister, but I know you a thorough ass. I'll let you know. She said she just seen a dude and went on a date, and at that time she had 1, 2, 3 kids. She's not making that time for you. You should have exited 2 years ago. But it's okay. okay to make these mistakes. We got to learn. The problem is that we don't have the right person to be able to tell us and make us identify these things. And I'm that because I've been through. I'm going to tell you that bitch. Get yourself together.
So now you don't even see that she might be the right one in your face because you're the one that's holding the grudge. You gotta listen. You gotta let the grudge go.
No grudge. I'm trying to tell you this, but this week you don't know.
One thing I do know is that you don't listen. Because every time that you hear something that you don't want to hear, even if you don't like it, you cut people off.
I asked her, why you not with the baby dad?
I'm not talking to my baby dad.
Why you think about that having a baby? You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's the next thing they're gonna ask you.
That's not. Don't do that though, because you can't say.
Don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
What's going on, y'all? Let's not waste any time. Before we get into the Diddy video, make sure you do the following. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so, and make sure you share this to a friend that you know is juiced up about all the Diddy mess. Alright, back to my car. Alright, so let's get into it. There are a lot of conspiracy theories on the entire Diddy situation. Some where you may say is in plain facts. It's like the facts are like right there, right in front of you. Some are on Diddy's side. Some, or many, are not on Diddy's side. Some have turned it into a matter of race, or the black people are tearing down another black man. Or let's just put it like this: if Diddy was living a normal life, there will be nothing to report on him in the first place. First of all, let's talk about his financial status. He's a billionaire. How do you think he got there? Let's be honest. How do you think he got there? We're talking about a man that has forever been on program with the elites for decades.
You can't make this shit up.
And the number one thing that people are saying is that, okay, Diddy got all this fame and fortune. He got the billionaire status. He got this deal. He got that deal. He got these houses. Got these cars. He got the hoes. He got all kinds of stuff. And the thing is that he got over his head, believing that he could actually take over his elite.
Wait a minute.
So this is the whole alleged thing that's like triggering his takedown, allegedly. And we're going to say allegedly multiple times throughout this video because nobody truly knows what's going on. The people that are reporting on it, because you have to really take the pieces of media, aka TMZ, World Star, all the people that are reporting on this. You know, sometimes they do falsify the information just for clickbait. So we're gonna pull up all the things that we can pull up, but one thing that we cannot deface, and I got it right here on my phone, and I'm gonna move to the side so y'all can see this, the 35-page letter on Diddy's lawsuit. This is 35 pages with 73 different clauses that specify the nature of why Sean Diddy Combs, aka Love, is being filed a lawsuit against. And who is suing Diddy? None other than the one and only Rod Wave. I believe his management filed the lawsuit on behalf of him. So let's take back and run it back. Take that. No Diddy. Cassie, when she first filed a lawsuit, before that, she was trying to get money from this man for months, allegedly. 30 million, in excess of 30 million. Diddy, I'm gonna need that 30 million. Nah, I can't do it. Diddy, I'm gonna need that 30 million. Nah, I can't do it. Diddy, man, when you gonna give me the 30 million? And what is the 30 million for? Alleged assault charges. So Diddy was like, all right, 6 months he was playing around with her with this. So then finally she decides, okay, let me take a lawsuit. So lawsuit comes, right? And she's smart. She didn't just sue Diddy. She sued his companies. So basically, she filed as an employee. Think about this, y'all. Because when you sue the corporations, okay, and the alleged accusations listed in the lawsuit, it's like, whoa, we got to pay. Diddy's like, all right, I got you. You know, you could have just called me and let you, we could have talked about this, man. I could have gave you a little something. Now you want to do it. See, do you see how that goes? So, in a span of 24 hours, Diddy settles 30 million.
You big dummy.
Crazy, right? So, Diddy settles 30 million. Cassie gets her money. They settle outside of court. However, doing this opened up the floodgates. The floodgates to hell. And Rod Wave's manager comes through and says, I don't know if it was a manager or if it's an attorney, but the point is, Representative Rod Wave comes through and says, hey, Diddy, I see what you did with Cassie there, you gonna, what a blessing, you gonna bless my client here? He's like, nah, I can't do that. Same thing. Back and forth. Diddy's like, look, you're gonna have to come get it for me. Get it back in blood. Whatever. Boom. File suit log. 35-page letter. 73 clauses. Correct me if I'm wrong. But here we go. Boom. Hit him with a whammy. They let out everything in this lawsuit. And we're going to go over specific details because there's a lot of things that I think that you guys don't see in this lawsuit. So let's point out some of the things that I think that nobody's talking about. Let's point out some of the things that everybody's talking about. Shall we begin? Exhibit A. You clearly see Diddy walking around Miami Beach Airport, right? Is the feds apprehending him? Are they detaining him? Not once did this man get detained, arrested, not even detained. And if you look right here, you can see that the feds are right there with him. We're talking about Homeland Security raiding your house.
Now we're following the Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily armed and they've been very tactful, would probably be the best best word to use as they made entry into this home this afternoon. We actually watched them as they made their way through one of these side gates, and as soon as they got inside the home, one of the first things they did was made their way into this garage that you see is open right there. Now, they did take a couple people into custody. We witnessed that. Now, are they under arrest?
Security raiding your house, and you have feds right here with you, and not even detaining you, but arresting your drug plug. Make this make sense. It's not making sense. They raided both your houses. Do you know how much it costs to raid a house on that level? On that federal level? We're not talking about the FBI here. We're talking about Homeland Security. It costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to do a Homeland Security raid. You have to get an order approved by a federal judge. Being as though that this was his Miami home, and if I'm not mistaken, his LA home. That's two separate orders from two separate federal judges. Homeland Security is not going to get you your shit unless they are 90% sure they have concrete evidence to grant a warrant to search your property. And they raided the shit out that motherfucker. They raided the shit out of it. So, yeah, man, like, what's going on? Is the feds looking for him? Or are they looking for things to mask up and cover?
We know it's Illuminati. And you know, the Illuminati is like a Mason. The only thing difference is a Mason believe in God. Illuminati believe in the devil. And Illuminati believe in the devil, and they believe that men speak with men, and they're not gay. So a lot of times when you see a strong black man want to have hip-hop artists or rappers or black guys in the industry, once they go visit these executives, be in their office, you know, they call them, stop them on the... Next thing you know, they're doing drinking with them, they're doing cocaine with them. Next thing you know, they're sleeping with them. Once they overpower them and start sleeping with them, they got control of them. That's how they control the industry.
Because let's remember here, Diddy's a high profile guy. He's up there. He's still under the elites, but he's up there, man. Billionaire status. His connects is through the roof. Now that's one thing. However, the raid, from my understanding, was just to get the concrete information that they need so they can build up the case even more. And when they're ready, when they make their ruling that, all right, we got enough that we need to actually make the arrest, wherever Diddy's at, they're going to find him. So this is why Diddy, with him ahead of his plugs, he knew the raid was coming. He already made plans to fly to wherever he flown to. Diddy pissed somebody off, and that's the bottom line. And they want to drop him. And the elites, they're like, look, you got over your head. We tried to warn you. We tried to go through your manager and all that stuff like that. And you're like, all right, fuck this. Whatever. I do what I want. Right? And they're like, look, green light. It's your time. Gots to go. We're going to take down everybody that's around you, of your team. We're going to let you know that we're coming for you. Bottom line. And I want you to look into this too. Suge Knight tried to warn him. And now that everything is going down, that is happening, you know, when you're in the realm of your fame and fortune, you don't give a fuck. You start de-humbling yourself. So now, when it's your time, and it is his time, now Suge Knight is giving him this warning right here. He's still trying to give him a verbal brotherly helping hand. So listen, check this out what Suge Knight had to say to Diddy.
Everybody been talking about the Puffy situation. First, I like to pray for his family, his daughters and his sons, you know, his kids basically. That's never a good sign for nobody to cheer about when it comes to kids, or, you know what I mean, being handcuffed. it's a bad day for hip hop, for the culture, for black people. Because when one looks bad, we all look bad. Because that's definitely not nothing to cheer about. I tell you what, Puffy, your life is in danger. Because you know the secrets, who's involved in that little secret room you guys participating in. So, you know they're gonna get you if they can. It's a little crazy how Puffy get glued out the alcohol business and Jimmy Iovine steps in with Andre and Snoopy promoting it. It's never a good look when it comes to culture of hip hop and for our community, our people. I turn myself in. Sometimes you gotta face the music. That's most of the time. Puffy, I'm gonna give you some real advice. 2 quick things. You gotta make a decision. When you go to prison, either you're gonna be standing up pissing or squatting sitting down pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one, because you know if you're squatting pissing on the seat, you know what that means. Oh yeah, by the way, do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. I'm out.
One of the clauses of the lawsuit alleges that rapper Young Miami was Diddy's sex worker and was transporting pink cocaine. Okay. So if you don't know what pink cocaine is, all right. So what is pink cocaine? How would you like it if I told you that pink cocaine is actually not cocaine? Okay. Pink cocaine is a popular synthetic party drug. Very common among teens, and from my understanding, I've heard this has actually been out since the 70s. It has no relation to cocaine. It's also known as 2CB or pink coke. Many manufacturers label it as a legal and safe drug. However, the pink powder drug has various side effects. In overdosing, it can harm both your mental health and your physical. So, what is it? It's a recreational party drug. It's been on the market for well over a decade. Okay, so maybe not the 1970s. I saw an article saying that it was here from the 70s. So I'm going to look that up. But I saw something saying that it was out in the 70s. But what it actually is food coloring. It's food coloring. And basically what it does, here it is. In the 1970s, a famous organic chemist by the name of Alexander Shulgin, he's from Harvard, known for his work with drugs such as ecstasy, developed a new drug called 2CB, also known as pink cocaine. Initially, people used 2CB to treat erectile dysfunction and enhance libido. The manufacturer named the original product Erox or Performax. In 1995, the United States Drug Enforcement Agency assessed the drug and classified it as a Schedule I controlled substance. What this means is that there is no medical use for this drug, and it is deemed as harmful to actually consume, which made it a very, very popular and attractive illegal transport for the mental effects that it would give to you and the feeling that it would give to you physically. So although there are a few similarities between cocaine and pink cocaine, this powder drug is actually very different. The major similarities are chemical dependence, and the risk of addiction is very, very major. It's extracted from a cocoa plant pink cocaine with it being a synthetic drug, the coating. I've seen some people like use like think like vanilla extract, strawberry. They've used those type of substances as well too to help code like with the coloring and stuff like that. So there you have it, pink cocaine. I talked about this shit a year ago on my podcast on YouTube about Young Miami getting a $250,000 monthly allowance for being Diddy's PR girlfriend. And we're gonna play that clip in a minute. But I talked about this shit. I did a whole episode on this. Diddy in Miami. 305.
Tonight's bottle of the evening was Ciroc by Diddy, because that's who we're talking about tonight. You see the topic on the bottom of the screen. What can we learn from Diddy and Carisha, please? What can we learn from Diddy and Carisha, please? So let's start over. Diddy, so Carisha, please was a show launched on a platform called Revolt, dominated by none other than one and only Diddy himself. Diddy and Carisha, also known as Young Miami from City Girls, became great friends, had a great friendship, and we don't know if their stuff did spark off on a higher level where they would get into like a relationship or not. But what we do know is this: it is good enough to where he covers the fundamentals. Diddy gives her a $250,000 spending allowance. Shopping spree alone, $250,000. We're not talking about Trump change here. We're talking about $250,000 a month. That is $1 million in 4 months. Gone. Like he spends the cost of your house mortgage free in 1 month on a shopping spree. God damn. That, man, let me tell you. Hold on 1 second. Because we got to talk about that one.
Powering on.
We have to talk about that one because $250,000 can get you a whole lot of things. $250 can get you a whole lot of things.
Major key.
$250,000 can get you a lot of things. It can get you a house. It can get you multiple cars. You can open up a business. You can open up a shop. You can open up 10 businesses with $250,000. $250,000. That must be some good ass punani. She must be giving him some emotional damage to them hormones, because $250,000 just for a shopping spree a month? My God, that's definitely a
major key.
Go! Shit.
Young Miami. What can we learn from Diddy and Carisha, please? That was the name of the episode. And I lied to you not. I was the first to cover this. I was the first. So what was that $250,000 really going to?
Ruby.
Monthly allowance. She gets to be publicized as being Diddy's girlfriend to cover up all his acts and stuff like that. Everything that Diddy was trying to do was all a cover-up. Because it also alleges that there were hidden cameras inside of the house that compromises people's privacy, that they were videoed during the parties that Diddy had. And if what LeBron James is, if that's any indication what he's saying is true, he said it's no party like a Diddy party, and I ain't finna find out. Well, there ain't gonna be no more Diddy parties now, but I would never want to find out. But anyway, I talked about this a year ago. Young Miami gets her own platform on Diddy's own brand Revolt. Carisha, please. I actually liked it. It was really nice. I liked it. I actually liked her show. I watched it. It was really nice, well done, well articulated. But I will tell you this. She got a big piece of the pie. You get what I'm saying? She was definitely winning financially. And in the midst of all of this, she never snitched. She kept quiet. Which also, by the way, some of her lyrics are going viral in the wake of the scandal. I call it a scandal. In the wake of this raid on what she said. Let's pull up the lyrics. She says, "I'll never snitch on you. I'll hold up for you. Smash on up for you." So it alleges that she is a sex worker that was listed in the lawsuit, allegedly. She'll hold up for you. She was pushing pink cocaine, allegedly. And we definitely didn't hear anything from my Young Miami. She was very quiet until this just came out from this letter lawsuit. "I'll never snitch on you." So it is safe to say that she definitely was holding it down from her end. You know, I mean, is anything going to happen to her? Who knows? But when you get into this stuff with Diddy, you know what you're getting into. I remember Ray, the voice of New York, he said this a while ago. He said, if you get into a Diddy party, you knew what you were doing. And if you get into one with him and R. Kelly, you definitely knew what you were doing. Diddy's enough. But to see both of them in the same room, oh, you definitely knew what you were doing. So any involvement with Diddy, you know what's up. You know what's up. So I find that interesting, these lyrics here. We're going to talk about part 2 next time on all the conspiracy theories that is surrounding Diddy's federal investigation. We're going to talk about all the people that were involved with him, because that's what really matters. You know, there is no I in team. It takes a strong workforce to make all this shit happen, and for it to be able to be covered up for decades. He had a good ass team. You are only as strong as your team is. That's why I don't like this case on the YSL trial, because them niggas were not loyal to Young Thug. They weren't loyal to him. Call it what you want. I don't care. They were not loyal to him. Diddy had a strong ass team. No matter how forceful, unfortunately, he was. Guess who was also very strong-headed? Donald Trump. Donald Trump did not have a loyal team. I don't give a rat's tail what legal or illegal stuff that you got into. If you are part of the team, you are supposed to win together, lose together. Nobody really found out about anything until people that specifically started hating on him for probably legitimate reasons, started ratting him out. You know, because one thing, when you're going to be in this business, you know, when you're a person like Diddy, dude, you're a billionaire. You got to pay up. You got to pay up. You got to pay. You got to pay to keep people's mouths shut. You get what I'm saying? If you're involved in illegal activity, you got to pay to keep a mouth shut. Whether it's drugs, whether it's sexual abuse, whatever, you got to pay people to keep their mouth shut. Bottom line. And you got to be humble, because just as fast as you can get it, as fast as you can lose it. Same way Kanye lost it, at least Kanye humbled himself about the situation. He getting back up there. He cool. You know, shout out to all the Geminis in this bitch. But you got to humble yourself. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention this earlier, my apologies. The money that Cassie went after for Diddy when she sued the corporations, basically what happens is when you sue the corporations and you have to pay him. And what they do is they pay you through their insurance provider. The insurance provider has to pay. So now that the insurance provider has to pay, they're like, whoa, hold up. You being messy. And as a result of that, they no longer want you as the CEO. So they tell the company, hey, listen, we're going to pay this now, but we can't have this happen again. You got to find another CEO or we're pulling out. So boom, floodgates opened. So that's when, you know, Diddy had to put Revolt up for sale and stuff like that. And, you know, and I remember 50 Cent was joking around. I don't know if he was serious or not, but you know, 50 Cent #1 troll in the US. He was like, hey, look, we can be friends again, man. Sell me Revolt. Sell for a low price. Because you know, when they come after you, you're going to have to sell all your shares. What happened? Diddy had to sell all his shares. Diddy, 50 told you first. Should have sold it to you, homie. Maybe you wouldn't have to worry about him trolling you for, you know, being around his baby mom. We on 50's side. But anyway, we don't know what's going on with Jay-Z. But when I find out more, I'll be right here, tuned to a TV, a phone, or a tablet, or a laptop near you. Where the laptop at, get it. No Diddy. But all right, until next time, holla at your boy. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Appreciate everybody. Again, this is the 300th video posted on YouTube, and this is my celebration of hitting 1,000 subscribers. And at the end of this video, as of right now, when I checked, I think I'm like at 1.3K, something like that. It might be more now, because it's jumping. The YouTube algorithm is showing love. I appreciate all y'all. One love to all y'all. Peace and blessings. All right, out of here.
Kind of makes me wonder why the hell so many people are trying to tell me to slow down. Seems like motherfuckers should be shutting the hell up and enjoying the show.